Hi, Ken Kohler, and I'd like to welcome you to an episode of Ken in the Kitchen. We're going to do kind of a fun twist on a breakfast favorite, pancakes. And especially if you like fruit in your pancakes, you're going to love this grain-free alternative. The main ingredient is banana, and you really just need one, especially if you got a banana that's a little bit past ripe. That's perfect. So I've mashed up one banana. I've got a couple eggs here, which I'm just going to add to that. Quarter teaspoon of baking powder and a quarter teaspoon of either kosher salt or sea salt is what I'm adding next. And to give it a little bit of spice, the recipe calls for cinnamon. So you can certainly add powdered cinnamon. I choose to use something a little bit different. If you have heard of essential oils, I have cinnamon bark vitality essential oil. This level of essential oils is totally safe for ingesting. You have to be a little bit careful because not all essential oils on the market are for internal use. But this one happens to be from Young Living, and it has a really nice scent. Oh, it's great. And I'm just going to put in a drop or two to my batter. I also like using the Vitality oil because I know it's 100% pure. I can trust the source. It gives me the flavor I want. Also, it totally blends into the batter. A lot of times when you use cinnamon, you sprinkle it on top, it kind of is just on the top. It doesn't really totally permeate the entire batter. So that's another reason why I like to use it. So if you're used to having a really consistent, smooth batter, this is going to throw you a little bit at first. They're not going to be necessarily the prettiest pancakes you've ever made, but they are going to probably be the most delicious pancakes you've ever made. So I've got my pan heating up. I'm going to put it up to about medium-high, and instead of using butter or cooking oil, I'm using organic coconut oil. So I already put some of that in the pan, and I'm going to just pour in enough to squeeze about 3 pancakes in here at once. Now if you make silver dollar size pancakes, this recipe will make about 10 of them. So I went a little bit to the other end, maybe silver $10 pancakes. Anyway, the neat thing about it is if you are making a lot of pancakes, you can of course double or triple the recipe. And what I've noticed is these pancakes do stay warm after you've taken them off the griddle. So if you stack them up on a plate and you're building up a batch for the whole family, you don't need to worry about them cooling off quite as quickly as normal pancakes. The other neat thing is they taste so good, you may find you don't need to add butter or syrup when you serve them. So we'll let those cook for a moment. I'll flip them and we'll wrap it up. Hi, ready to flip these guys, and they are a little different than your traditional pancakes. You will notice a little bit of bubbling, much like you do with regular pancake batter. But I have actually found that the edges of the pancakes get lighter as they get closer and ready to flip, which sounds kind of counterintuitive. But if you'd like to take a look, they do brown up nicely. And as I said, don't worry about having to serve them immediately. They keep their heat really well because of the alternate ingredients that we're using. So there we go. I wish you could smell these because they smell fantastic. So thanks for joining me, and tune in next time for other tips from Ken in the Kitchen.